What's going on, y'all? Welcome to this episode of the KBR Sports YouTube channel, where in today's video, I'm actually going to be telling you guys the team Russell Westbrook should have been playing with all along. Stay tuned for the rest of the video and we'll get right to it. Thanks for joining me for today's video, y'all. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the KBR Sports YouTube channel by going ahead and hitting the subscribe button. And make sure you also are hitting the notification bell right beside the subscribe button, so that way you don't miss any future KBR Sports YouTube videos, and so you're always up to date on the most recent KBR Sports uploads. Also, give the video a like if you haven't already. You know, just to support the channel, I appreciate that. But let's jump into it, because I wanted to talk about Russell Westbrook, because obviously we're hitting a lull in the NBA season at this point. We don't know if the season is going to continue, but at the rate that the Houston Rockets were playing, it felt like Russell Westbrook in particular was really starting to hit his stride, and honestly the best stride we might have seen from him in his career, maybe outside of his MVP season. And Russell Westbrook is without a doubt one of the most gifted players in the NBA history, especially at the point guard position. Hell, he's definitely the most athletic point guard in NBA history. We all know Russell's game at this point in his career. An explosive first step that can get him to the rim at will, giving him options of scoring himself or creating for others. He's such a relentless attacker that it feels like most of his drives end with a thunderous tomahawk. It's truly impressive how physically imposing he is at just 6'3". He utilizes his frame and strength to absorb impact from bigger players while finishing, and he uses it to punish smaller players in the post or on drives. Oh, and can't forget how he manipulates that speed and physicality to catch his defenders backpedaling where he pops up for an open mid-range jumper. Even though his talent and abilities are off the charts, it has always seemed like Russ has had to work harder than others when trying to do his thing. Sometimes this can be attributed to Russ, but much of it is due to the teams that have been put around him. There are only two instances in Russell's career where you can make the case he's had the perfect team around him. The 2012 team that made it to the NBA Finals, and this current Houston Rockets team after trading Clint Capella. Now, let me explain, because outside of these two instances, Russell has never been equipped with a roster that maximizes talent. A player like Russ needs space to fully utilize his abilities. That wasn't a luxury his previous OKC teams allowed him to have. Watch this drive after Paul George's screen gets him space. Willie Cauley-Stein, who is guarding Steven Adams, who comes to help immediately since Adams isn't an outright scoring threat. But it isn't only him. 4 of the 5 Kings players are in the paint to help on the play if they need to. Then look at this play. It ends with Russ getting a dunk, but look how many people could potentially meet him at the rim. His original trailing defender and 2 players in the paint. Now let's play a game, right? Let's play a game with you guys. Humor me a little bit, okay? Just humor me just a tad bit. Let's count how many shooting threats OKC has on the court to space out the floor. 1 in Paul George, who is a career 38% three-point shooter, and maybe Jeremy Grant, since he shot 38% from 3 that year, but is a below average three-point shooter for his career, and that's it. On the floor, that's literally it. The OKC Thunder have shot below league average in each of the last 5 seasons from deep, and we're in the bottom 3rd percentile in 4 of the last 5 seasons. 2014-15, they were 22nd. 2015-16, they were 17th. In the 2016-17 season, they were last. In 2017-18, they were 24th. In 2018-19, they were 22nd. His current Rockets team shoots a combined 34.8% from 3. However, since trading Capella, most of the main rotation players, excluding Westbrook, have shot above league average of 35%. It's made a great difference in Westbrook's game. Truly, let's look at the difference between these 2 instances of him scoring. Look at the floor spacing with Capella on the court. Okay? Take a good look. Look at how where all the bodies are on the court, where Capella's playing on the court. Now look at it with him off of it. See the difference? Let's just look at the numbers. Before trading Clint Capella, Russ was averaging 26.4 points per game on 45% shooting from the field, while also shooting 23% from deep on 4 attempts per game. After trading Clint Capella, Russ's averages have jumped to 31.7 points per game on 54.6% shooting from the field, and he also scaled back on his three-point attempts to just 2.4 a game while shooting 38.5% from deep. The Rockets have gone to an offense where Russ is the primary non-shooter on the floor, surrounded by three-point threats, which spaces out the floor incredibly. It forces the defense to have to put their big man on Westbrook so the big can still sit in the paint. But Russ can still get to the rim despite having a bigger shot blocker on him. Watch here, you'll see despite Anthony Davis being in correct position to protect the rim, Russ simply uses his change of pace ability to get to the rim and uses his body to shield off AD. Here he uses a hesitation move to get AD to bite and lunge at the jump shot and gets himself a layup. People tend to bash Westbrook's IQ, but he's a rather smart player that just makes bad decisions sometimes. He realizes the scouting report on him highlights his mid-range jumper and uses that against AD, who bites on the shot fake, freeing Russ for the layup. Then you'll see here he's used in the James Harden pick and roll like a big man and is the roller on the screen. He goes right into Rudy Gobert's chest to nullify his shot blocking ability and finishes at the rim. The new rotation has also improved Russ's shot selection. In the past, he'd take a lot of shots off the dribble, with the wing contesting him particularly from three. Now he's seeing a lot more open shots and shots in rhythm since Harden is creating for him and because bigs are sagging in the paint. Before, Russ had to beat the man that was guarding him on the perimeter, finish over the big waiting for him at the rim as well. This new rotation eliminates the middleman and puts Russ at an advantage since bigs still have to respect his mid-range pull-up. When you have a guard on him the whole time, the guard can be a little bit more aggressive defensively, playing the mid-range pull-up and on the perimeter, knowing there's a big behind to provide help for him. Now in this scenario, there's only one line of defense Russ has to get by, which is also the main shot blocker on the floor. So once he eliminates that, it's easy money. Even if there's a wing guarding him, now he can use his physical edge to blow by them and finish at the rim with little contest, since the defense has to worry about leaving three-point shooters wide open. If the defense leaves the shooter, then Russ makes them pay by making the right pass. This formula for Houston is a gamble due to the wear and tear it puts on their smaller players, particularly in the post. But it has brought the best out of Westbrook, who's their second best player, and they're going to need in order to make a deep playoff run. Many assume he had his best days put behind him at this point in his career. It remains to be seen if the Rockets can win in the postseason with this style, but has arguably given them their best chance to do so. I wish we still had the rest of the season to find out. But guys, it's going to wrap it up for today's KBR Sports YouTube video. Of course, if you haven't already, like I said earlier in the video, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this KBR Sports YouTube channel, and make sure you hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss any future KBR Sports videos. But also let me know what you guys think. What do you think about Russell's new team in the Houston Rockets? Do you think he has the right supporting cast around him? Do you think that this supporting cast now, especially after the Clint Capella trade, uplifts Russ's talent? Let me know what you guys think and give me your thoughts and comments down in the comment section below. And of course, guys, leave a like. I appreciate all the support for these videos, and let me know what you guys want to hear about next. Obviously, I'm ready to make content, man. I'm ready to put out videos, especially with this coronavirus having stumped the progress of videos. So let me know what you guys want to hear, and I'll definitely make sure I make a video about it. But guys, until next time, I'm out.